Hey guys, so for my topic presentation of I apologize. It's really late, not feeling too hot. But what is so hot nowadays is hip hop culture. Um, Pretty much that's what I'm going to be analyzing throughout the quarter and researching more on. I guess my influence for this was being at the mall and hearing an 8-year-old, I'm pretty sure it was an 8-year-old, singing the lyrics to Rihanna's beautiful song, because we all know it's so inspirational. Bitch better have my money. I don't know why they appalled me so much. First off, I shouldn't really be hearing an 8-year-old swear. Secondly, what do they know about money, except for their allowance money? So just having to hear that at the mall the other day really made me want to wonder and research more on hip hop culture, more specifically the rap music that goes on in today's society. Some components that I was really looking forward to and what I plan on adding into my paper later on are just the compare and contrast of how the creator of hip hop music, which people say DJ Kool Herc from Jamaica, when he moved up here in the 1970s and was in the Bronx and exposing all that music, it was so much more different than it is nowadays, you know? So those are kind of things I want to get hooked on and try to figure out more, seeing like how does a band like this, make something so popular and make such a great kind of music and influence making it popular, which is great, and having that evolve nowadays to something more practical, or not practical, more practical, like Jay-Z, and just trying to compare the two. One of the reasons why I chose Jay-Z as a good comparison is because other gateways of how I feel the hip-hop culture has been involved is because of the Illuminati. I don't really understand the Illuminati too much, but from articles that I've read and the commentary videos that I see when people depict the music videos that go on YouTube, it's kind of an interesting concept to see, and trying to understand that is something that I feel will be really fascinating and a good piece to add to the research if I do find a gateway to it. If not, that is okay. But yeah, just mainly through the lyrics between the two, I'm going to really be comparing with those two. I might add a couple of other artists from the day along as well, but in my opinion, Jay-Z, although he's not that great of a rapper, his lyrics are kind of similar to anything else I've heard, probably like Lil Wayne or you get my gist. So with that being said, with the influence of music and how it can be, how it can affect the younger generations, and how it can influence how they are outside of just listening to this music. So the social learning theory that we were talking about in chapter 10 with the media-centered perspectives, I feel like it'll be a good component to be comparing with, as well as you were seeing earlier, like with the music videos. This is actually a documentary right here, but with music videos, I feel like it'll be a really good component as well with the visual perspectives, more specifically with today's modern hip-hop music that is being made and all the music videos that come out. I'm not going to show the one that I was going to refer to, but Kanye West recently released a music video for his song Famous. It's about 10 minutes long, and boy, do you see all the titties. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it, but I know there is a lot of controversy with that video because people are saying, like, why would you do that? Da 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 da. And then, the occasional people are like, it's art. No, he's out there, he's doing his own thing. And I'm like, why do we need to see that? Okay, I don't care if we see it because we're adults, we understand. But our children shouldn't be seeing that. It's like, children from like 13 and under shouldn't really have to be seeing that. I mean, by the time they're in high school, they're going to do what they want, so it's not really necessary to them, but just how throughout the generations they're getting more and more exposed to this kind of, how should I say it? They're getting exposed to this social norm of some sort that it's okay to be seeing these things when it really shouldn't be. Like, for example, with the visual pleasure theory in chapter 9, like, I'm hoping to analyze a lot of, I'm not going to really be analyzing a lot, but a couple of music videos, like here, Jay-Z example, Big Pimpin', got the boats, the champagne, the tits, the bodies, the pouring of the champagne on, like, do we really need to be seeing that and exposing that to our children? So a lot of those things, like seeing that luxurious lifestyle, things like that, money, all, you name it, like, why is it being exposed to? Why? I mean, I already said exposed so many times, but why is it something that is needed in song lyrics to be exposed out into the world when honestly not everybody lives that lifestyle? Like, I would say 1%. We could say 1% if we want. But for me, how I see it's like that's like 1% of the world, and you're giving this higher expectation of like how things can be portrayed and seen, and the beautiful sexuality of like sexy women, like every woman looks like this, we're gonna be on a boat pouring champagne, and like it's just a lot of components that I hope to get addressed for my better understanding of why music like this is made and where did it go wrong. But aside from my rambling, I hope that this gave you a good example, or not example, presentation of my topic and what I want to research. So I thank you so much for listening and seeing all of my screen work. I hope you have a good night. I will sure hope to have a good night. So thanks, guys.